Good morning, everyone. It's Liz Mulheron with your weekly message from Archangel Michael through his empowerment cards. Today is the 1st of July, and as I start to channel and slip into work mode, as I shuffle the cards, there's a light that directly from heaven, it goes through my body, comes out my voice for the guidance I give, and my hands for the healing ability I have. It's a gift that it took a while for me to get used to and understand. But now that I understand it, it's a beautiful thing, because what it is, whoops, there we go, there's a card flying off the table. Just one moment. Okay, so what it does, it opens a channel through my physical body to allow the spiritual message to come through. It's a bit like a bridge between heaven and earth. And, you know, I'm in earth, the messages that I'm receiving are from heaven. So we have to create that bridge to allow that communication to happen. And by channeling that light directly through me, we're able to do that. Okay. There's what I do isn't new. There's lots of people in the world for centuries, and back in the Bible time, where people had the ability, the foresight to know what's happening into the future, and to be able to have that wisdom and understanding that they quite often didn't understand. So when we have that ability to do that, and we all have that ability, we all have that sixth sense, that gut feel that we know when something's wrong. But the thing is, quite often we ignore it. And part of my role is to help people understand the power in listening to that inner knowing, that inner wisdom, that inner voice, that gut feel. Because that is what helps us along our path. And by following in those instincts, those primal animal instincts, I suppose, is to not be fearful of them, but to acknowledge them, and then wonder, and then work out, what does it mean? And, yes, I call myself a psychic and a medium, and there's lots of titles, and I've always found it hard to put a label on what I do, because it's very difficult, because every client I see is very different. But I settled on empowerment mentor because my role is to empower everyone I meet, whether it's a client, whether it's a mum from school, whether it's a child, whether it's someone I meet at the bus stop. It's the wisdom and the gift that I've been given to share with others. So that's how I work, and these messages I give every week is to help everyone be the best they can be. Giving that little bit of guidance for you to reflect on yourself and how these cards resonate with you. Because I'll look at the card and I give the guidance from the card that the heavens want everyone to see. But this card will resonate a little bit different to me than it will to you. So that's what they're asking, is you to take these messages and fit it into your life and those around you. Okay? All right, now the message that came flying out of the deck as I shuffled was, we all have the ability to fly. How high is your question? How high can you fly? Okay, well, that sums up the information I just gave you, which is beautiful. But we all have this ability to achieve great things. Sometimes we dream of, great inventions, and they do come over time. Nothing happens straight away. When we have sports stars that all of a sudden they're an overnight success, there's 20 years, 30 years of thousands and thousands of hours in training, thousands and thousands of hours, in mind work, and just, trying to get through where they want to be. There's no such thing as an overnight success. Because when someone's successful, there's a backstory in everyone with the struggle and the journey they've traveled to get there. But what it is not giving up on what you want to do, and being open for new pathways to come that way. You know, you may have this great idea in business, for example, and you think it happens this way, but then you meet a few people along the way and your journey changes a little bit, and then it becomes much bigger than you could ever imagine. So don't think of anything as small. Nowadays, everything is enormous. We're connected, you know, so closely with the beauty and the gift of the internet, the beauty, the gift of the technology that people have created over times through an idea. And so dream them dreams. And you know, if you believe you can fly and you can feel it and you can sense it with every core of your body, no matter what people say to you, no matter what people do to judge or doubt, you don't have to listen to that. Your intentions are pure, you have a goal, you stick to that. But make sure it feels right. Whenever you make a decision, you come down to the heart center. You ask your heart, does this feel right for me? Does this feel right? This decision, does this feel right for my family? And if the answer is yes, you use this to work out why and how. Because this will always guide you in the right path. If it feels wrong, it is wrong. If it feels right, it is right. Start with the heart, work out the how with the head, and then take actions. But remember, every action has to come from a kind place, a gentle place, an understanding, and always be grateful to yourself and everyone in your world, and you will fly. There's no question about it, because we're all here to achieve, and no matter what it is, it's always great in the eyes of the heavens. I hope this message resonates with you, and I hope it gives you some guidance. And you know, that piece of advice, if you've got children, if you're a teacher, take it on board and share with whoever you feel will appreciate it. And if they don't appreciate it, at that moment in time, one day they will. So from the heavens, Archangel Michael, my mother, and myself, have a wonderful week and enjoy being you, because you matter.